Okay, today we're going to learn about how to insert or add an element on specific index, right? We're going to receive, we're going to pass an argument, two argument, index and element. Okay, so let's work on that. So this will be big O of n. So we still have to traverse the element, the linked list, right? So let's start with this dot add, right? And then pass index and element, the target that we're trying to add. And let's check if the index in the range. Index will be if it's less than 0 or index is greater than the length. Then we will have to uh, return false to indicate that, hey, this is not within the range. Okay, I forgot to uh, say function. Yeah, so that will, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so and then if we if everything is work out, then we have to return true and uh, increment the length of the linked list, right? That will make it valid, right? And then say, hey, this thing is work and we're done. Yeah. So in between that, we still have to check if the index is equivalent to 0. That means if it's the head, right? Then we'll have to say, hey, node equal node dot next equal to the head, right? And then head equal to node. So that what basically doing is, hey, node is turning into the head, and then the next one will be the head itself, the linked list itself. So for example, like node A, B, C, and we're trying to add D on the head. We're trying to turn the new element, which is D, then D point to the A, and then A point to B and C. So that's what basically we're doing. So just take care of the head first, and yeah. So the node is basically, we have to define it right here and say that, hey, new, create a new node. So that node will be element that we're trying to add. So yeah, so this will be the new node and it will point to the head, and head will be reassigned with the node. So and then if the index is not 0, if it's greater, right? So we're trying to add the new node into different positions, different in the linked list. Then we have to traverse the linked list. So okay, so we have to create a current node that will be head.next, and then previous node. So that will be head. So yes, yeah. So that will turn into the previous node will turn into the head, and then the current node will point into the next node. So in between, we will insert that index. So we will insert that element, the new element that we're trying to add. So let's traverse in the while loop using index. So that will be, we still have to define it right here, temp index. Okay, so let's traverse this right here. Temp index is less than index, the target index, and increment tmp index. So that will increment it, and we still have to traverse current. So previous node will be equal to current node, because that will be the previous node now. So the current node will be equal to current node dot next. So it will traverse into the next node. So after that, we just have to link one another once we found the target index, right? So right here, previous node dot next and current node. Oh, so the previous will be the previous node dot next will be equal to the node that we just created. So imagine a link, right? A will be the previous node, right? So we're trying to add B in between AC, right? So in this case, previous node is node A, and then we are pointing to node B, right? So, and then the node B dot next will be equal to current node. So it's pointing to C now. So we turn it into ABC. Link, we just link together, no ABC. Okay, so that will do it. And that's the answer for inserting specific index or specific positions in the linked list. So let's try and test this work that we just did. Control and enter. And there we have it. That's the answer for inserting element in specific index. Okay,